Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, election officials preparing for voters to hit the polls this coming Tuesday for 3 city elections in Sarasota County. Today marks the final day of early voting. ABC 7's Erica Jackson spoke to the supervisor of elections about what voters should know ahead of Election Day.
Registered voters still have a couple of days to select their picks in 3 local elections, and some hope that's enough to bump up voter turnout.
Every vote is important, and when you have a race that maybe if lucky 6,000 out of 37,000 votes come out, that means that every person's vote, they're voting for 10 people.
Christopher Cameron is putting the finishing touches on a campaign for a Sarasota City Commission candidate. He believes that smaller races can have a much larger impact for residents.
The potholes in the roads and the parking conditions and the traffic and things like that do affect people individually. I'm surprised there aren't lines of people out here right now.
This month's elections include 1 commission seat in Northport, 2 commission seats in Sarasota, and 2 in the town of Longboat Key. Sarasota County Supervisor of Elections Ron Turner says these ballots shouldn't be taken lightly.
There are no small elections. We're deciding on individuals who impact our lives and make local decisions, so I would encourage everyone to get out and vote.
Longboat Key leads the way with a 38% voter turnout, while Northport and Sarasota have just 6 and 9% turnout apiece. In November, about half of all registered voters in Sarasota County cast an early voting ballot for the general election. Turner tells us local leaders decide to hold these races in March, but adds there are some advantages.
A March election gives kind of a singular focus to what's going on there with less competition with federal races and things. On the flip side, you may not have as much attention from the media and the public as far as the election is concerned.
But without state and national races, March elections can fly under the radar. Diana Clark says she almost missed it.
I normally do mail-in ballot, but I messed around until the last minute and didn't do it. And I'm so glad they had the signs out here because it slipped my mind again.
Turner says voters should take the time to educate themselves for local races.
Take a look at the candidates, research the candidates, know who you're going to vote for before you go into the polls. That might speed things up for you.
Registered voters in the city of Sarasota, Northport, and Longboat Key can all cast their ballots in person on Tuesday. All polling locations will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Reporting in Sarasota, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you very much, Erica. And this early voting period also included the half of Longboat Key that's up in Manatee County. Voters can cast their ballots for the election on Tuesday at Longboat Key Town Hall, and we'll be sure to be bringing you the results from all those local elections on Tuesday right here on ABC 7. In other news, a fire out east claiming the lives of 3 children early on Saturday morning. Investigators are saying the house fire in Arcadia was started by an individual around 4:30 this morning on South Lee Avenue. Bartow woman Marion Yvette Williams is now in the custody as a suspect in that arson investigation. Williams has been in and out of prison since 1991 for a variety of charges. On Friday, she was charged with battery and burglary of an occupied dwelling, but it was not immediately known if that is in any way connected to Saturday's fire. Family and friends of say Williams is an ex-girlfriend of the children's grandfather who lived in that home. Meanwhile, here in Sarasota County, 2 large brush fires kept emergency responders busy on Saturday. This afternoon in the 16,000 block of Midway Road just off Verna Road, Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies assisted emergency services at a large brush fire. That fire grew to about 4 to 5 acres and the smoke could be seen from a couple miles away. One building was exposed to that fire, but no injuries or structure damage were reported. The Florida Fire Service found the cause of the blaze to be a minor who was playing with matches. A citation has now been issued to the parents of that suspect. And only a few hours later in South Sarasota County, the Northport Fire Department and Fire Rescue responding to a brush fire near Rufus Road and Seth Road. It was a little too close for comfort for several homeowners, though it eventually was contained without any injuries or serious damage to homes. The fire is still under investigation, and the Sarasota County Fire Department is warning citizens to remain vigilant, especially during this dry season. Now that you mention it, it has been a couple days since some rainfall. Let's check in with Wendy Ross and see if that's going to change anytime soon.
Oh, Adam, we need the rain so badly, and it looks as though we're finally going to start to see some. Obviously, we don't have anything going on right now, but these showers that are located just off the coastline of Texas starting to move in our direction, and we've got more rain coming. This is all because of low pressure that is building in Texas, and it's moving along a front that just happens to be moving down the state of Florida. So this is great news for us. We really need the rain. We're not seeing any showers developing right now for our area, but we are expecting to get some rain a little bit later on tomorrow. And these are what our temperatures are going to be like throughout the overnight time period. Still not cold, but believe it or not, we are going to remind you that winter is still with us. And we'll find out about that when we take a look at our 7-day forecast coming up in just a minute. Adam?
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. 2 female leaders recognized today at the Zeta Phi Beta's Women of the Year. Sarasota Chief of Police Bernadette DePino and Bradenton Police Chief Melanie Bevan both recognized for their hard work on the Sun Coast. The organization's chair saying it is an honor to present these 2 women with the award and show the group's support for local law enforcement.
We are so excited to show our law enforcement that we support them, we stand behind them, and as a community we need to stick together and communicate, and that's why we chose to honor them, to show that all auxiliaries and families and communities stand behind them.
Awards were also given out at the ceremony to a few 8th graders in the community, acknowledging their successes and grades. Dozens gathering Saturday for another rally against the proposal to sell surplus lands around the celery fields. Protesters trying to get the attention of county commissioners and the community near that green space by Palmer Boulevard and Apex Road. The rezoning application would allow a developer to build a recycling facility and 60,000 square feet of a warehouse a warehouse for restaurant supplies. Those opposed saying construction would hurt the value of nearby homes and the wildlife that make that area their home as well.
We have endangered and threatened birds that live and have very productive lives over at the celery fields. We have communities that are going to be deeply affected in this neighborhood with the 2-lane highway at Palmer. We are creating a perfect storm for congestion and emergencies.
Commissioners were expected to make a decision last week, but delayed their final vote after the applicant could not provide the names of those financially involved in the project. They will take up this issue again on April 26th. In Venice, one group tells locals how they can help protect the health of our lakes and oceans. The Sarasota County Neighborhood Environmental Stewardship Team, or NEST, hosting an open house with tips on how to reduce shoreline erosion, promote wildlife habitat, and improve water quality in our local bodies of water. Some of those tips experts gave, including keeping cut grass clippings out of the water when mowing, picking up after pets, and planting flowering plants along the shorelines to fight bacteria that can create harmful algae blooms. Officials say a Florida panther cub has been found dead from an apparent vehicle strike in southwest Florida. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission reporting that the 2-month-old cat's body was found on Thursday on a rural road in Collier County. This makes 7 Florida panther deaths already this year, with 5 road fatalities. Florida panthers once roamed the entire southeastern U.S., but now only around 230 remain in the wild. Officials say unseasonable rainfall and poor conditions have contributed to a poor wading bird nesting season in Florida's Everglades. This week, the South Florida Water Management District reporting that over 26,000 nests were counted across the Everglades and Lake Okeechobee from December 2015 to July 2016. That is a decrease from previous years. Officials believe the loss of habitat and invasive Burmese pythons are probable factors behind that decline. The city of Palmetto celebrating its 120 years of history today with a festival. The Palmetto Historical Park and Manatee County Agricultural Museum hosting a free event to teach the community about their past. The Rowlett Academy for Arts and Communication provided the musical entertainment, and guests could also partake in a variety of different exhibits.
The theme this year is Earth Friendly, Go Green, Earth Friendly, and so there's a lot of different teaching tools here on site. Water Ventures is here, a lot of education, whether you're 9 or 90. There's so much going on.
One of the exhibits featuring several war mementos contributed from our local veterans. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, tightened security at the White House tonight after a man jumped the fence onto the south lawn trying to speak with the president. And a Florida man admits he tried to burn down a store he thought was owned by Muslims. Stick around.
Join us this Saturday night at 7 o'clock and 11:30 for the House to Home Show, featuring some of the finest homes for sale right here on the Sun Coast. Whatever your taste, you're certain to find properties that satisfy your particular buying preferences. Presented by SWC Properties right here on ABC 7.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory. It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Fort Florida Home.
By Florida workers, because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window, we manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
For years, I told everyone my Craftmatic adjustable bed was the greatest until I got the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has an adjustable pillow feature that's awesome. You're gonna want one too when you see how little they cost.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less. Featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest, bedside power plugs, underbed night lights, and more. Available in all mattress types with optional heat and soothing massage for as much as half the price of Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. Adjust the rising pillow feature to help align your head, neck, and shoulders. See for yourself with our 30-day in-home trial. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-237-0214. That's 1-800-237-0214. Call 1-800-237-0214. Call now.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her so I could call and thank them. And she's doing fine. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
When you fall and cannot get up, an accident can turn into a tragedy. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a person from a catastrophe every 10 minutes.
Life Alert is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-962-4112. That's 1-800-962-4112. Call now, 1-800-962-4112. For a free brochure, call 1-800-962-4112.
The Secret Service is under fire after an intruder was able to scale the White House fence and roam the grounds before he was finally caught near the entrance to the first family's residence. Even more troubling, the president was inside at the time. ABC's Chuck Sievertson has more.
There was plenty of Secret Service protection at the White House Saturday, but that didn't seem to be so just before midnight Friday night. A man wearing a backpack made it over the White House fence undetected. Court documents say he then made his way onto the grounds, hid behind a pillar, and approached the south portico entrance not far from the east wing where the first family's residence is located. The fence scaler was then stopped and questioned, allegedly telling the agent he was a friend of the president and had an appointment. 26-year-old Jonathan Tran from California was arrested by Secret Service. He appeared in D.C. Superior Court Saturday afternoon. Authorities say he was carrying 2 cans of mace, a letter to President Trump that mentioned Russian hackers. He also reportedly told authorities he was schizophrenic. Today at lunch, President Trump congratulated the Secret Service.
Secret Service did a fantastic job. It was a troubled person.
Yet this is just the latest embarrassing security lapse at the White House to put the Secret Service on the defensive.
This gentleman on Friday jumped and got literally all the way to the White House, which is a bit spooky because he didn't have a weapon, so he probably couldn't have hurt anybody, but they didn't know that.
This flag-wearing intruder scaled the fence on Thanksgiving Day in 2015 as the first family was eating their holiday meal. He was arrested. And a year earlier, this man carrying a knife sprinted across the lawn and was caught only after getting inside the White House. Jonathan Tran is being held without bond for a court hearing on Monday. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News, New York.
Scary moment there. Well, Congressman Vern Buchanan is moving up his upcoming town hall meeting to a bigger venue. The meeting, scheduled for Saturday, March 18th, will now be held at the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall in order to accommodate a larger audience. The original location was the auditorium at New College of Florida, but officials feared that people may have been turned away due to the limited seating. The Van Wezel can hold 1,700 people, and Buchanan is expected to discuss health care, tax cuts, and any other issues the public wants to raise. That open forum will begin at 11 a.m. and you can RSVP by going to the website shown here on your screen. A Florida man is in custody after police say he tried to burn a store he thought was Muslim owned. It happened Friday morning at the Met Mart in Port St. Lucie. Police say 64-year-old Richard Lloyd was mad for what they are doing in the Middle East and that he wanted to, quote, run them out of the country. Police found a dumpster in front of the convenience store with its contents lit on fire. After being read his Miranda rights, police say Lloyd did admit to lighting that fire. Lloyd also admitted that he suffers from mental illness. Police will conduct a mental health evaluation, and the state attorney's office will determine if this could be classified as a hate crime. A 3-year-old girl has died following a Pennsylvania fire that left others in critical condition. Investigators say the fire appears to have been sparked by a recharging hoverboard. 5 people were sent to the hospital. 2 girls are still in critical condition. A man and another occupant of the home, a teenage boy, were treated and later released.
We had one victim that jumped from a second floor porch roof. We had 2 victims that our firefighters valiantly rescued via ground ladder.
Officials say the hoverboard was plugged in and charging before it caught fire. The incident is still under investigation. Authorities also saying a fire lieutenant who was heading to the scene was hit at an intersection in his vehicle, placing him in critical condition as well. Well, certainly a lot of fires here on the Sun Coast today. Wendy, it's a bit of a dry season out there, but you said maybe some rain on the way.
Yes, and we need it. We really need these showers to come on through. We've been in a bit of a drought. I mean, we love this weather. We love the sunshine, and everybody's enjoying the warm temperatures, but we need the rain, and we're finally going to start to see opportunities there. Let's take a look at what's going on. You'll see that we had a very warm day today. 83 degrees was our high after an overnight low of 60. And we have enjoyed that. That sort of sounds like spring, doesn't it? 83 degrees? Well, guess what? We are still in winter, and we are going to feel that beginning on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're going to start to see those temperatures back down to below normal readings, and it is going to feel cold for us. 64 degrees right now. Dew point humidity levels are rising. Winds are coming in out of the east, but they're fairly common. We still have fair skies across most of our area. A couple of showers have been moving in over the southern sections across the southwestern parts of Florida, but those showers are moving out into the Gulf of Mexico, and we're not likely to see the rain until sometime tomorrow. So we've got a low pressure system that's moving off of the coast of Texas, and it is helping to bring about these rain showers, and that low is going to ride a cold front as it starts to drape across the state of Florida. So tonight we're not expecting to see the rain, but tomorrow, beginning during the latter part of the morning hours and into the early afternoon, we've got about a 40% chance of rain, and we'll see those showers developing over the central part of the state. But then on Monday, we've got more rain out in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's going to start to move on in here. So that's going to give us a better chance of rain. So that's what we have, are those 2 days where we're going to see these showers coming on in as a result of this low pressure system riding along the cold front. The front sinks on down to the south, and what we are also going to see is some cooler weather that's bottled up across the Northeast and the Great Lakes, and it's going to start to move on in behind that front, and that's what's going to give us the cooler weather starting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So for now, we've got the low pressure system setting off the showers. That's going to take place Sunday and Monday, and then we've got the cooler weather coming on in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we're going to feel those differences. So if you're heading off to the beach, you can do so tomorrow, no problems here. Winds out of the southeast at 10 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet with a light chop. And then we've got a temperature reading of 78 degrees at the beach. So another warm day is on tap for us for tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies tonight, 62 for the overnight low. Late day showers with a 40% chance of rain for tomorrow. And then what you'll also see is those temperatures starting to really cool down Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with overnight lows in the 40s. Wow, we're going to feel the difference, Adam.
All right, thank you, Wendy. With the playoffs in reach, the Lightning desperately needing a win tonight. That result coming up in sports.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we preview the biggest stars coming to the Van Wezel this spring, plus dog obedience with Canine Corral and Curry Station in the kitchen.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
I won Cash for Life from the Florida Lottery! So I get $1,000 a day every day for the rest of my life. Day 1, bought a pony, we're best buds. Day 7, this is crazy! Another day, another grand. This one's on me. Then Mom said, better save some. And another grand, share the love. I don't even play this thing, but I got a bunch. And another grand, and another grand, another grand, another grand. Let's do it again tomorrow.
With a prize of $1,000 a day for life, the new Cash for Life draw game is your ticket to a grand day every day.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Attention sleep apnea sufferers. If you use CPAP therapy, if you have private insurance, or you're on a Medicare replacement plan, we may be able to help you get your CPAP supplies at little or no cost to you and free shipping. Most insurance companies allow a patient to get a new CPAP mask, cushion, filter, and tubing every 3 to 6 months to prevent respiratory infection and skin sores.
That's why you should call Americare CPAP. Call 800-423-5457. That's 800-423-5457.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
But is it? It's really just the beginning, right? Have you written a book and want it published but don't know where to start? You're not alone. Page Publishing cuts through the confusion that most new authors face, like copyright protection, barcodes, printing, and digital uploading. We will get your book into bookstores now. We guide you through the publishing maze and help you distribute and sell your work in hard copy and ebook formats. That's right, we will digitize and place your book for sale on Amazon, Apple iBooks, and Google, offering it to millions. Don't waste another minute. Most publishers won't even look at new author submissions, but we're different. We review your book and provide you feedback in about a week. If we decide to publish your book, your work ends and ours begins. From copy editing and proofing to typesetting and book cover art, our team gets you into bookstores fast.
Call for your free author submission kit at 800-425-5308.
Now, sports.
Just 4 points separate the Lightning from the Florida Panthers in their hunt for the final playoff spot, and those two teams meeting up at Amalie Arena tonight. Andrei Vasilevsky, 32 saves tonight. Andre Palat records his 200th career point with a late goal to put the Lightning up by 1 goal and break up that tie. 2-2 in the third period. The Lightning win against the Panthers. Spring training also powering on here on the Sun Coast. The Orioles and Pirates going down to the wire. The Pirates taking a 1-run lead in the 9th, but Orioles prospect David Washington wins it with a walk-off 2-run home run. Down in Fort Myers, Chris Sale shutting down the Rays, 4 innings, 1 hit and 5 strikeouts for the Red Sox new ace. And heartbreak in the World Baseball Classic. Team USA gives up 4 runs in the 8th inning to lose to defending champ Dominican Republic. Well, our Orioles fan of the day, or fans of the day today, are Garrett and Aiden Pearson, showing off their autographed baseballs at the game today. Thanks for sending in the pick, boys. Still plenty to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular received a J.D. Power Award for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-297-5313. Go to consumercellular.com or visit a Target or Sears store today.
For years, I told everyone my Craftmatic adjustable bed was the greatest until I got the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has an adjustable pillow feature that's awesome. You're gonna want one too when you see how little they cost.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less. Featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest, bedside power plugs, underbed night lights, and more. Available in all mattress types with optional heat and soothing massage for as much as half the price of Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. Adjust the rising pillow feature to help align your head, neck, and shoulders. See for yourself with our 30-day in-home trial. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-237-0214. That's 1-800-237-0214. Call 1-800-237-0214. Call now.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare.
Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you. Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs.
Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call 1-800-738-1923.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-962-4112. That's 1-800-962-4112. Call now, 1-800-962-4112.
A reminder to set those clocks forward tonight. Daylight savings time starting overnight at 2 a.m. Clocks will jump ahead 1 hour, which means one less hour of sleep. But if you're feeling down about the loss of that extra hour, maybe a free cupcake could help you out. Walmart is declaring March 12th, Sunday, everybody's birthday. The retailer will give out one free cupcake to each person who shows up at their supercenters from 1 to 4 p.m. So happy birthday, Wendy. Tomorrow.
Well, I have to tell you something. If I could have a cupcake, I'd feel so much better. I just know I would. It wouldn't make any difference what day it was. That's a pretty good idea.
I'm putting a candle in mine.
Oh,
yeah.
And I think that's great.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy it.
No, you really should. And walk around with your
I'll sing to myself
there
and then make a wish. And probably won't come true. But oh well, we tried.
Well, we are not going to be seeing the rain in the morning hours tomorrow. It comes later in the day and then cooler weather by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
All right. Cooler weather. I love it.